want to make your colors pop on dark garments? Well, in this video, I'm going to take you along with me in just one of the ways to make your colors pop on dark garments. So let's go. How do you make your screen print stand out on black t-shirts or any dark garment? Well, it's pretty simple. You go ahead and choose out your design. In this case, we're screen printing this 3-color design, which is red, yellow, and a hint of white on the windows. So the answer is you need a white underbase. And as simple as it sounds, it's really what's gonna make your colors pop. Give me a second here. It'll all make sense when I go to screen print. So let's expose these and then let's go to the press. We got a 3-color screen print, which is a white underbase, red, and yellow. Now these designs don't have any crazy details. The only one that does is the underbase with the halftones. But I'll be fine with the 156 mesh, so all 3 of these colors will be a 156. That's 1, 3. Let's go expose. Now that we got the screens exposed, dried, and loaded up onto the press, it's time to register your 3-color print. Now, one of the best methods of me registering my design that works for me, and I'm just throwing you my tips, is I get my white underbase transparency and load it up onto the palette. Now that I got my transparency loaded up on here, now I'm gonna take all 3 screens and register it to this design. Now, what I like to use to do a test print is use these test Pellon sheets. So let's go. Method to get the best print out of your buck is having this white underbase. Now that we got this here, let's do our first print, which is the white. Flood it up with ink. That's perfect. Now here's a tip, get some this adhesive clear paper for vinyl and you put it right on top. Lay it down. And now this is how we check our registration. So now we go ahead and print our red to see if everything is lined up. So we flood the red up. And let's check. As you can see, registration is a little bit off and needs to move to the left just slightly. So now, easy way to fix that is we just grab our towel. We know we need to move to the left. We wipe the red off. wipe that off, bring the screen down. Adjust it. And now we retry our print without messing up any scrap shirts, because we can keep trying, wiping away. As you can see, that's a little bit better, but it's not perfectly spot on. We need to still adjust it to the left slightly. So now, rinse and repeat. We just do the same thing. And you could do this as many times as you want until you get it perfect, without messing up a whole lot of shirts and fabrics. Let's try it one more time. And boom, that is spot on. You don't even see the white registration marks. So now that we know that the red is registered, I wiped the red off. Now we're gonna move on to the yellow. So we're gonna do the same thing with the yellow. And the yellow is spot on the first try. Wow, that yellow is popping. Perfect, let's tape up the registration marks and do an actual print. Now, here's my test shirt. The first method we're gonna print this is, I'm not even gonna use the white underbase. I'm only gonna print the red and yellow and show you guys how that would appear on a black shirt. So let's go. So we load our shirt on. Now that we got it all here, let's print our red. Now check that out. That looks pretty dull. Now let's try it with the print flash print. So we're gonna send it under the flash dryer, flash it for a few seconds. Now that that's flashed, we're gonna print that red one more time and try to make it as bright as it can. Now as you can see, that's a little brighter. So we're gonna send that again under the flash dryer. And now that that's flashed, it's a little sticky. So we're gonna send it back. And now that this second coat of the red is flashed, we're gonna come and print our yellow. Check that out. So we're gonna do the same print flash print. And now let's do our yellow one more time. And here's how it turned out. Number one, printing it without an underbase. Now let's try printing it with an underbase. Alright, so now we go ahead and get our white. Print that, send this under the flash. We bring it back. All we really need is that one print, just because only the halftones will even show. So now we print our red on top of that. As you can see, that red already just pops a whole lot more. So we send that under the flash. Now that the red is flashed, we're gonna go ahead and print our yellow. And boom. Now check this print out with the white underbase. Alright, here is the outcome. As you can see, this is the one with the underbase. I'll put a clip right here to show you the one without the underbase first. And as you can see, it's bright, it's still there. But here's a clip of the one with the underbase. As you can see, this one just turned out a lot brighter. In person, you could definitely tell the difference that the one with the underbase is a lot brighter, and also it took less time to print. Now with this one without the underbase, you saw that I had to do a print flash print for each color. So in this case, I had to print the red, flash it, print the red again, and then flash it, and then print the yellow, and then flash it, and then send it to cure. Whereas with this one, it was a lot easier because I just printed the white, flashed it, printed the yellow, flashed it, printed the red, and flashed it, and I was done. In this case, I could even do a wet on wet, and I'll be fine. So this one just takes less prints, turns out the best compared to this one. So why not just take the one that turns out the best? Heck, let's begin production. And that's a wrap for this order. Everything turned out fantastic. Now in conclusion, is an underbase needed? Well, if you want the best print out of your butt, I definitely recommend adding an underbase, but you can get away with it. If you're new and starting out and you really can't align it or register it so that the white doesn't show from underneath, then you'll be fine without an underbase. Just keep in mind, you're gonna have to do a print flash print for each color, such as this. When I showed you the comparison for the one without the underbase, I did a print flash print for each color. If you don't know what I'm referring to, I'm saying when I printed the yellow and the red, I did one pass of the red, do it under the flash art, and then did another pass of the red, and so on for the yellow. That's 4 total prints. Now for the one without the underbase, I did the underbase once, do it under the flash, did the red once, and did the yellow once, and that's only 3 total prints. So I saved on my prints, and the print was better with the underbase. So all in all, of course, add the underbase. It's gonna give you the best print. Pause, this is not screen print advice. I'm just here sharing my journey, showing you the ins and outs of screen print and the different methods of printing, multicolor designs and everything. I'm just sharing the knowledge with you guys. I'm not a professional, but I'm just sharing the knowledge, like I said. In this case, I did go with the underbase for every shirt because it turned out better for me. Plus, I was already adding the white halftone, so why not just throw an underbase in there? And it turned out fantastic, and I'm happy with the print. Now, don't get me wrong, I've done many prints without an underbase on dark colored hoodies, and everything turns out well. You don't always need an underbase because I've gotten away with a lot of prints without an underbase, and everything looks great. But in this case, I just threw it in there because why not? And it was a perfect video idea, and the shirts turned out fantastic. But for everything, you don't need an underbase. Let me give you an example. Take this for example. This is a 4-color print, and I did not add an underbase to this, so everything still pops on this. There's actually, I made a video on this, so there's a link to it right here. Go ahead and click that card and show this video some love because I take you along the process in getting this print. Now, here's another example. This, as you can see, the colors are popping. You would think I added an underbase on this, but there was no underbase on this. This was just screen printed gray, and then the red was printed, and as you can see, these colors pop. So like I said, there's no one method of screen print. You can screen print how you like and whatever looks best for you and whatever your style is. If you like to do extra prints, that works too. If you don't, like to do that and you want to add underbase because it makes it easier and makes it pop, I would definitely do that. All in all, this is not screen print advice. Do what you want, do what you please, do your testing, and honestly, you're not gonna find that one right method to use. You just have to jump in and try all these alternative methods and just see what works best for you and what you like. Everyone has their own style. You guys got this. I believe in you. Remember, no grind, no glory. If you're new here, go ahead and join the family. Subscribe, like this video, comment down below. It costs you nothing to like this video. It costs you nothing to show me some love. I'm doing this for you guys, showing you the content, showing you everything behind the scenes of screen print. I'll see you on the next one. Remember, no grind, no glory. Put in the work for what you do, and we out. And the video, everything looks fire, doesn't it? Well, long story short, I messed up big time. Sum it up, everything looks great. I did the 3-color print across the front. I went and dropped the shirts off, went and dropped those hoodies off. Everything looked good. Now, when I'm driving back to come back to the shop, I get a call from him, and he's like, we made a boo-boo. I'm like, oh, snap. Wonder what it could be. And then he refers to the template, and in the template, it was a 3-color front, 3-color back. So it was supposed to be a left chest and then 3-color back. In this case, I did just a full front. So that's just a mistake on my part, and I'm being transparent with you guys. This video is done. As you can see, I did the outro, I did everything, I did the edits, everything is done. This video was about to be uploaded until that happened, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me, share this experience with you guys to show you I'm not perfect. There's gonna be obstacles that come in your way. You shouldn't let them take you down. Instead, use those obstacles as stepping stones to get to the next level. So in this case, I reordered the garments on my behalf, told the client I'm gonna reorder it, get it all printed on my cost, and he can keep those shirts, those hoodies that I already dropped off, and I'll get him this new items ASAP. So those new items are here. I'm gonna go ahead and remake the front screens, print the back, print the front, and I'll see you in the next shot. And if that wasn't enough, now we got an issue with this printer. It's just not printing the transparencies, having issues even trying to print it. I just reset it, the age-old, unplug it, replug it back in, but it's just making a weird noise, clogging. Something broke for sure. I heard like a snap inside. This is not even the right time to be happening right now. But we're gonna get through this. Wow. Something's not right for sure in there. I love this thing and I hate it, but it just came through right when I ended that clip. It started printing like 30 seconds later, so it's doing its thing. I believe in you. Thank God that worked, because I don't know. I don't even know. Let's just go before something else happens. Phew! That's a wrap on this order. Now it is done. There it is, it's done. Shout out to the client. He offered to pay for the supplies or anything for me to reprint the shirts, but I kindly declined that offer because it's my fault. At the end of the day, I switched roles with the client, viewed myself as the client. It's not his fault, it's fully my fault. I'm accepting my fault and I'm making it right, and that's what you should do. Don't let your obstacles tear you down. Keep grinding. Remember, no grind, no glory. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.